Hey, what's going on, everyone? We're back here at Pastime Tattoo. I'm Ben Verhoek, and you're watching Tattooing with Ben. And in this video, we're going to talk about what things to look for when you're trying to find a tattoo artist. Whether it's finding a new artist, or maybe you're getting your first tattoo and you're trying to do your research to find which artist is going to be the one to tattoo you. There's lots of things to look out for, whether it's good things, red flags, all that stuff. And we're going to go over all of it in today's video. If you're not sure what to look for when looking for an artist, after watching this video, you'll know exactly what to look for. So let's get her done. So first things first, you want to get tattooed, you're trying to look for an artist, you got to do your homework, you got to do your research. First, the tattoo that you want to get, what style is it? Is it Japanese style? Is it traditional style? Is it black and gray realism style? Is it kind of like, a basic Pinterest style tattoo? Maybe for those Pinterest basic style tattoos, finding a tattooer who specializes in that kind of stuff isn't really so much a thing because no one really specializes in that kind of tattoo. Any tattooer who's halfway decent can easily execute those tattoos. But if you have a specific style of tattoo, be it watercolor, realism, trash polka, or whatever the fuck, try to look for an artist who specifically specializes in that style because those are the ones who are going to execute that kind of tattoo a lot better. The next thing you should do is check out their portfolio, check out their work. We're in a day and age where an actual physical portfolio is becoming kind of less of a thing, so you don't always have to just go to the shop and look through the work in a physical book. You could just, go to their website, go to their Instagram, and check out their work that way. And what you're looking for specifically is good clean line work, no wobbles, no blowouts, no like scratchiness to it. You want to see good smooth shading where there's supposed to be smooth shading, or if you're doing traditional style tattoos, consistent whip shading is something that you're going to want to look for. Color tattoos, you're going to want to see good solid saturated color with no holidays, which is basically patches of missing color where there's supposed to be color. Just the fundamentals of doing a good tattoo, you want to make sure they're there. If they check all the boxes, then that's a good thing. And if they don't, keep it moving. Another good way to look for your artist is ask around for recommendations. There's lots of tattoo people everywhere you look nowadays. Let's say you're out and about and you see someone with the fucking sick ass sleeve or something, and you can stop them and say, hey, excuse me, that sleeve is awesome. Who did that for you? And they could tell you the artist, they tell you the shop, and just take a little mental note of that, or even write it down. If you're in a local area and you ask a lot of the people and you kind of start getting the same answers, you're going to start to learn which shops are really good and which ones maybe aren't so good. Another good way to look for an artist is to check the reviews of their shop. To be clear, take it with a grain of salt, because a kind of shitty thing about these review websites is it's a platform for all these fucking Karens to go on and leave shitty reviews for really petty things. When you're looking at the reviews, obviously you're going to want to look for really good reviews, good experiences. I enjoyed the tattoo. It was a good environment. I felt really comfortable. If you see some bad reviews, take it with a grain of salt. If it's like, hey, they're real shitty, they fucked up my tattoo, they said some racial comments, or they said some shit that made me feel real uncomfortable, those are all red flags. Stay away from that. I've seen some reviews that were bad, but for really petty shit. Like, for instance, oh, I came in and they were busy, so I wasn't able to get that tattoo right then and there on the spot. And it's like, it's not our fault we're fucking busy. Well, it kind of is our fault, but that's not a reason for a bad review. That's kind of more like you're just feeling really entitled. What, you want us to fucking drop the tattoo that we're doing right now just to get you in? Can you imagine if you were getting tattooed and someone came in feeling it just as entitled, and I'm like, oh, sorry, this Karen came in and I gotta stop tattooing you so I could shut her the fuck up. So yeah, take a look at the reviews of the shop, take a look at the reviews of the artist, and you'll kind of have a better idea of which places have better experiences and which places have some red flags that pop up. Speaking of red flags, another thing you could do when researching your artist is investigate these red flags. There's unfortunately a lot of shitty tattooers out there that do some shitty things. They fucking are openly racist, pervy with their clients of the opposite sex, and take advantage of naive clients in such a way. Luckily, there's websites or Instagram profiles that are calling these people out. It may be worthwhile to take a few minutes to research if there's any shops or tattooers in the area that have had some controversy behind them for being a piece of shit one way or another. If you're able to find some stuff like that, boom, red flag, stay the fuck away. And it sucks too, because a lot of those tattooers ruin it for a lot of us good tattooers, because sometimes people like to paint tattooers with a broad brush and think that, oh, because I saw this thing where this tattooer was being pervy with the female client, now they kind of have an idea that a lot of tattooers are that way, and they're really kind of hesitant to get tattooed, even though there's a lot of good tattooers out there too. So kind of keep your ear low to the ground, keep your eyes open, and if you see any red flags, investigate them and make sure you don't wind up with one of those piece of shit tattooers. Another really good thing you could do when searching an artist is physically go down to the shops and visit the shops and visit the artist. Maybe you talk with them a little bit. You know, you check out the shop, check out the environment, see what kind of vibe they have there, see if it resonates with you, see if it makes, you feel comfortable in that environment, see if the artists make you feel comfortable when talking with them, see if you vibe with them. It's an intimidating thing for a lot of people, especially people who are getting their first tattoo. By going to a tattoo shop and checking it out for yourself, a lot of times you can either A, confirm those beliefs that I'm intimidated for a reason because, it's got a sketchy vibe in there, or B, by going there, you realize, oh, you know what? It's not so bad after all. These guys are really nice. They're really cool. They're laughing. They're having fun. They do really great artwork, and it gives you a better idea of where you might want to go for your next tattoo. Another great thing to do when looking for an artist, if you found an artist or have some artists that you're considering getting tattooed by, when you're talking to them, ask about their experience. How much experience did they have? Did they apprentice? Did they have a proper apprenticeship? How long have they been tattooing? A lot of times people won't tell you that they're not very experienced because they need to get their practice in. Unfortunately, people don't find out until after they got a shitty tattoo that the person that they went to is not experienced. It's good to know how much experience they have, and usually if it's 5 years or more, you're probably in good hands. If it's less than 5 years, it doesn't mean they're shitty, but it's important to know what kind of upbringing they had. If they had a good apprenticeship and you could see that their work is really good and consistent, and then maybe that younger tattooer wouldn't be so bad because you've learned they had a good upbringing, they had a good apprenticeship, their work speaks for itself. That's that. I think it's important to know that you have an experienced artist putting something permanently on you as opposed to someone who doesn't have the experience and could potentially fuck you up. Do your homework, do your research, do all these things, and you'll find the artist. I guarantee it. Best of luck in your search for your new artist. And if you're in the Bay Area, maybe you want to check me out. I'm over here at Pastime Tattoo. We're in San Leandro. That's in the East Bay, kind of right next to Oakland, kind of about 20-30 minutes from San Francisco. And if you're not in the area, follow all the directions I laid out in this video and you'll find a great artist. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.